Some people don't just do their jobs, they master them. In today's video, you'll see workers performing their tasks with such precision that it almost feels hypnotic. From perfect finishes to unbelievably smooth techniques, these moments are guaranteed to satisfy your brain. In this clip, a construction worker carefully spreads wet concrete across the surface with incredible control. The way the tool glides smoothly across the mixture creates a perfectly level finish that almost looks effortless. You can tell this is the result of years of experience because every motion is steady and precise. There are no rough patches or uneven lines, just a smooth surface forming right before your eyes. Watching the concrete slowly transform into a flawless layer is oddly calming. It's the kind of simple moment that makes you appreciate the craftsmanship behind everyday construction work. Next, we have a street vendor demonstrating some unbelievably fast fruit-cutting skills. The knife moves with such speed and accuracy that each slice looks identical to the last. There's no hesitation in the movements, just a smooth rhythm built from years of practice. Within seconds, an entire fruit is perfectly cut and neatly arranged for customers. The precision is what makes this so satisfying to watch because every piece ends up exactly the same size. It's a perfect example of how even a simple task can become mesmerizing when done by someone who truly knows their craft. Few things are more satisfying than watching years of dirt disappear in seconds. In this clip, a worker uses a pressure washer to clean a heavily stained pavement. As the water moves across the surface, a sharp line appears between the dirty area and the freshly cleaned section. Slowly but surely, the dark grime fades away, revealing the bright original color underneath. The transformation is incredibly satisfying because the difference is so dramatic. It's amazing how something as simple as water pressure can completely restore a surface back to life. Here we see a professional baker carefully icing a cake with incredible precision. The spatula glides across the surface as the cake slowly rotates, creating a perfectly smooth layer of frosting. Every movement is gentle and controlled, ensuring that the edges remain sharp and clean. Cake decorating requires patience and attention to detail, and this baker clearly has mastered both. Watching the rough frosting transform into a flawless finish is surprisingly relaxing. By the end, the cake looks almost too perfect to eat. Installing tiles might look simple, but achieving perfect alignment takes real skill. In this clip, a worker places each tile carefully, making sure the spacing is consistent and the lines stay perfectly straight. A small adjustment here and there ensures that everything fits together like a puzzle. As more tiles are added, the pattern becomes more satisfying to look at with each step. The precision and patience involved in this process are truly impressive. When the section is complete, the floor looks clean, symmetrical, and perfectly balanced. Cutting glass is one of those jobs where precision is absolutely critical. Too much pressure can shatter the entire sheet, while too little pressure won't make a proper cut. In this clip, the worker carefully scores the glass with a steady hand and perfect control. With a gentle snap, the glass separates exactly along the line, creating a clean and smooth edge. The entire process is quick, but incredibly satisfying to watch. It's the perfect demonstration of how experience and skill can turn a delicate task into a flawless result. In this clip, a skilled mason is laying bricks with incredible speed and precision. Each brick is placed carefully into the mortar, then gently tapped into position to create a perfectly straight line. What makes this so satisfying is how consistent the spacing remains from start to finish. The worker barely pauses between movements, showing just how much experience goes into this craft. Brick by brick, the wall grows stronger and more symmetrical. Watching the pattern come together is surprisingly relaxing and satisfying. Here we see a road worker spreading fresh asphalt across the surface of a newly built road. The hot asphalt is slowly leveled using a long tool that smooths everything into a perfect layer. What's fascinating is how quickly the rough pile turns into a clean, even road. Every pass of the tool removes bumps and creates a sleek finish. It's the kind of work that requires patience and perfect timing. By the end, the road looks flawless and ready for traffic. Scooping ice cream might sound simple, but doing it perfectly is actually an art. In this clip, the worker forms beautifully round scoops with smooth, clean edges. Each scoop looks identical and fits perfectly into the cone. The motion is quick and controlled, almost like a practiced routine. There's no mess, no uneven shapes, just perfect scoops every single time. Watching it happen makes you appreciate the small skills behind everyday jobs. In this scene, a professional installer carefully rolls out a large carpet across the floor. With a few precise adjustments, the carpet lines up perfectly with the walls and corners. The worker uses special tools to stretch and secure the carpet so that there are no wrinkles at all. Slowly, the floor transforms from bare concrete into a smooth, comfortable surface. The process looks incredibly clean and organized. Seeing the carpet fit perfectly into place is oddly satisfying. This clip shows a powerful machine slicing through thick metal sheets with perfect accuracy. Sparks fly as the blade moves through the metal like butter. The straight, glowing cut line looks incredibly satisfying to watch. What's impressive is how smooth the machine keeps the motion from start to finish. The metal separates perfectly along the line without any rough edges. It's a perfect example of precision engineering at work. Here we have a baker rolling dough with incredible control and balance. The rolling pin glides across the dough, spreading it evenly into a perfect circle. Every movement is smooth and consistent, ensuring the thickness stays the same throughout. It might look simple, but it actually requires a lot of practice to get it just right. The dough slowly transforms from a rough ball into a perfectly flat sheet. Watching the process is both relaxing and satisfying. In this clip, a professional window cleaner wipes across a large glass surface with a squeegee. The movement is smooth and controlled, leaving a perfectly clear streak behind each pass. The contrast between the foggy glass and the crystal clear surface is incredibly satisfying. With just a few simple motions, the entire window becomes spotless. There are no streaks, no missed spots, just perfect clarity. It's one of those simple transformations that never gets old to watch. This scene shows melted chocolate being poured carefully into molds. The thick liquid flows smoothly and fills each section perfectly without spilling over the edges. Watching the glossy chocolate settle into place is incredibly satisfying. The worker ensures that each mold receives the exact same amount. Once filled, the molds look perfectly uniform and ready to be cooled. It's the kind of process that makes dessert lovers smile instantly. Here we see a carpenter running a piece of rough wood through a planer machine. As the wood passes through, thin curls of shavings peel away from the surface. What was once rough and uneven becomes perfectly smooth in seconds. The transformation is incredibly satisfying to watch. The natural grain of the wood becomes clearer with every pass. By the end, the board looks polished and ready to be used. Finally, we have a cook preparing pancakes on a hot griddle. Each pancake is flipped at the perfect moment, landing back on the pan without any mess. The golden brown surface forms evenly, creating that perfect breakfast look. The rhythm of cooking and flipping makes the process feel almost like a performance. Every pancake ends up looking identical to the last. It's a simple but incredibly satisfying moment to end this compilation. And that's it for today's most satisfying workers doing their jobs perfectly. It's amazing how much skill, precision, and experience goes into these everyday tasks, turning simple work into something truly mesmerizing to watch. Moments like these remind us that perfection often comes from years of practice and dedication. If you enjoyed these satisfying clips, make sure to leave a like and tell us in the comments which moment was your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe for more relaxing and satisfying videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.